Hi, welcome back to my channel. So you already know what time it is. This is my April monthly empties. So I don't know how. In April I used up 23 products. So we're gonna go through them. I'm really sorry, please ignore the state of my face. I'm starting to get a little bit of a black eye. I fell down the stairs 2 days ago. I smashed my eye. I took all the skin off the top of my ear. I've got bruises all down my ribs here and all across my hip. I did a good job. Yeah, so ignore how I look right now. I'm not wearing makeup, trying to cover it up. We're just letting it be. But anyway, we're gonna go through all my April products again. I always write them down in order, but I always then just pick them out of order. So yeah, we used up 23 products. As always, my goal is 10. One of them being a makeup product, but I think it's because I went back for Easter break, so I managed to use up some products when I went back as well. Some that are just like half empty, so I actually managed to use up quite a few products when I went back, which is why I've used up so many products this month. So yeah, let's get straight into it. As always, just going to randomly pick them off the top. So the first thing we have is the Studio London UV Matte Setting Mist. This is the 100ml. Now I would repurchase this. I think it's just like a great everyday sort of setting mist. It got a bit towards the end, because it had been open for so long, it started going a bit cloudy. But apart from that, yes, I would repurchase this. This helps your makeup stay all day. Then we have the This Works Stress Check Sleep Lotion. This is 250ml. I probably wouldn't repurchase this. I think I got this in sort of like a glossy box, potentially. So I've had it for absolute ages. I probably wouldn't repurchase this. I mean, this is like a nighttime like body lotion. Generally when I'm putting body lotion, I generally shower like in the morning, so I wouldn't really be using this. The only time I used this was when I had training and I was showering in the evening after training, just like to relax my muscles. Don't get me wrong, it smelled really nice, but I probably wouldn't repurchase this one. Then we have the Rituals of Karma 24-hour Hydra Boost body lotion. This is 70ml. This one, loved it, would repurchase this. It smells so nice, it really left your body feeling hydrated. So I'm fairly sure I got this in a set for Christmas, but I would repurchase this body lotion. We have a makeup product. Now if you've watched any of like my Wednesday social get ready with me's, the last like 2 or 3, I have been using my Rouge Franche blush in the shade Zenobie, and I have finally used it up. This is I've completely scraped it. This is completely empty. If you know, I've been using it and there's only been tiny little bits left. I've now used this up and I would be repurchasing. I know it's like £28, but the way it just like sits on my cheeks, and this shade as well, is like perfect for me. So I would spend the money and I would repurchase this. Obviously wait until I finish up more blush, but yes, this is getting repurchased. Then we have not one but 2 Ease Vision Specsavers contact lens solutions. These are 250ml each. Now I've used these 2 because obviously I would have used one here at uni, and then this one I managed to finish up while I was back home. So that's why we have 2 this month. Of course, always repurchasing. I literally use this every month, I have to use it. Then we have the Bristow's Extra Hold Firm Hairspray. Again, this is another product I used up when I went back home. I use like hairspray like when I curls, for my curls to last a little bit longer, or nude ball, you know, sports ball, try and make my hair stay. Yes, I really love this. I prefer the conditioning hold. This is the lasting hold one. I prefer the conditioning hold one just because it doesn't make your hair feel as crusty. But yes, I would repurchase this. I've repurchased this before. Then we have the Monday Moisture Shampoo. This is 350ml. I would repurchase this shampoo. I love it. It makes your hair so soft. I've already got another one on the go like back home, which I've nearly finished. And you can get this in like Boots, so yes, I would repurchase this one. Then another product I used up back home was the Sure Cotton Dry deodorant. This is 50ml. Deodorant's deodorant. I mean, yes, I would repurchase it. It's not my favourite, but it works, so yes, I would repurchase. Then the next we have this Boots Tropical Dry Shampoo. This is 200ml. Absolutely, I've repurchased this so many times. If you've watched any of my previous monthly empties from last year, you'd know I've repurchased this. Absolutely, this is like £2 from Boots. 100% repurchase. Then we have another makeup product. So we have the Urban Decay Wild Lash Mascara. Now, the only reason I'm putting this in here is because it has gone like all dried up. So I'll put it on my eyes and then within about 10 minutes it's all just like flaking off and it's all just collected underneath my eyes. So this is potentially expired because I actually didn't use it that much, but it's all dried up. So this, I probably wouldn't repurchase this just because I've got other ones I prefer as well. Then we have the Primark Sun Gel SPF 50 primer. This is 30ml. I probably wouldn't repurchase this. I like the fact that it's SPF 50 and it's watermelon scented and it smelled really nice, but it did peel off sometimes, so, and it peeled off like the moisturiser that I had on underneath, so potentially not repurchase this, but it was an okay product to use up. Then again, another makeup product. This is the Beauty Crop lip gloss. Now I've completely finished up the lip gloss. I even took the stopper out. Now this is like a duo one, so there is like some pigment or something in there, but it's like completely broken. So I've actually not used any of this because it's broken and I can't bother to fix it because I've got too many, and judged by the colour I probably wouldn't use it. But I used up the lip gloss, so I probably wouldn't repurchase this just because it's not my kind of thing. Of course, Elegant Pomegranate Eau de Parfum 100ml. You already know I've repurchased this so many times. This is one that I finished off back home. Yeah, need I say anything else? I've got so many of these. I'm currently on another one. You can get it from Home Bargains. This is like £5. Everyone compliments me that I smell really nice, so yes, continued repurchase. Then we have the Hero Mighty Patch Duo. So there are 12 in here. Again, another product I finished off back home. I don't know if I would repurchase these, purely because I feel like it's 50-50 if it did work on like a pimple. I don't know if I was just putting it at the wrong time or using the wrong patch. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if these are really for me because they are quite expensive, and I think there are cheaper alternatives that do work. Then another mascara, another makeup mascara. So this is the W7 More Lashes Mascara. Again, this is in here because it's completely just like dried up now. Do you know what, I would actually repurchase this mascara, and this is kind of like a nice everyday mascara, and it's in like a little mini tube as well, so it's good for like travelling. So yes, to repurchasing this one. Then of course we have the Optivive Tide Eye Moisturising Eye Drops. This is 10ml. You already know I put these in if I've been wearing my contact lenses for a long time. My eyes are really dry. These are really good, so yes, continued repurchase. Then we have the Nivea Soft Moisturising Cream. This is 25ml. This came in a pot. Now I actually got this for free in a welcome pack when I first moved to uni. But yeah, I love this. This is so like versatile. So you can literally put it on your hands, your body, you know, your face. So yes, I would repurchase this one. Then we have the Pixi Glow Tonic Exfoliating Toner. This is 15ml. Again, I used this up when I went back home. Yes, I would reuse this. I like the fact it's in like a little mini bottle as well. It's easier to like take when you're travelling, you're on the go. But yes, I would repurchase this one. Then we have the Beauty Formula's Tea Tree Nose Pore Strip. Again, used this when I went back home. I've got a few of these like just randomly like lurking around somewhere. I don't know if I would repurchase these just because I feel like they don't work as well, but they do like pull some of like the gunk and stuff out of your pores, so that's why I do use them, because I've got them to use up. Then we have some more nose patches. These ones I got off Amazon. These are like old, and I think you could tell as you're putting them on, like the sticky stuff had kind of like gone a little bit, so I wouldn't be repurchasing these ones. Then the last thing we used up were these biodegradable flushable toilet wipes. Now yeah, I've used it. I've not bought this exact brand, but I do have like some toilet wipes just like in my toilet and stuff. So you have these as well, because you don't need to worry about like putting them in the bin. You can literally just put them down the toilet and they are biodegradable. So I've not bought this exact brand, but I have bought some more toilet wipes, so technically yes, repurchase. So that is all of the products that I managed to use up in April. As always, stay tuned for my May monthly empties in June. A long time away. As always, my goal is to use up 10 products, one of them being a makeup product, because we're trying not to dwindle down the collection, and I'm not allowed to buy any more products until I've used up all of the products of a certain category. I still have so many products like still to actually use and get through. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for another video.